You're looking at a 1982 Gibson SG Standard. Very beautiful guitar. I've owned for a long time. I acquired this guitar in about 1996 or 97, and it has some deep, dark secrets. Obviously, the body of the guitar is extremely dirty. I've neglected cleaning this thing as often as I should. You can see some wear and tear on the pickups. I am going to do a complete setup on this today, including fretwork. This neck has been repaired. I think the headstock has been broken on this guitar no less than 3 or 4 times at least. Stu Hensley down at LeGrand Stereo and Music was the last person to do a repair on this guitar after it was knocked out of a guitar stand. The electronics in this guitar all work perfectly and should have no issues with that, but we'll check that out after we plug it in. Something got thrown at the guitar. Kind of a bummer. I do work at LeGrand Stereo and Music, and this is the kind of work I will do on your guitar if you have one that's in this kind of shape. My mom says I don't put my face in the videos enough, so here I am, and I'll be working on this Gibson SG today, and I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to try and keep it as brief as possible. This one needs a lot of work and some cleaning. And I intend to get it as perfect as I can. This is my player. I do gig with this guitar on occasion, and it gets a ton of use here in my home recording studio, thus all of the wear on the neck. So hopefully y'all will enjoy this video, and I'll get her done as quickly as possible. Peace. So here we are with the fretboard all taped off. I like to tape them off if I'm doing a fret level. There's a lot of material that comes off that I try and keep up out of the rosewood. And the other thing I do is tape off the pickups. So at this time I have colored the frets blue. I'm going to get to it, and I'll be filing for a bit. So I've made my first pass over these frets, and you can see the dark spots that are left after hitting these frets. So you can see there's a real nice deep spot right there on that second fret. I've got the frets leveled, and it is time to begin crowning these guys. I'm using a 150 grit diamond. You can kind of see that little line on the very top, the dark line, especially on this fret. You can really see it in this light. That is what we're looking for, is a crown, a flat, very narrow, flat space on the very top of the fret. Very important. Time for some 300 grit to smooth them out a little bit more, and then we will polish. So I've made my first pass with 600 grit. Hopefully you can get an idea of how much better these frets are looking now, especially these first two. I want to zoom in on these guys, and hopefully we'll stay nice and focused. And you can see how the fret wear has been virtually removed. So I've done a once over with 1000 grit at this point. And I'm about to hit these guys with 1500, graduating up to 2000, and then we'll finish cleaning the neck. You look great. Really happy with the way this is turning out. Hopefully you can really see the condition of these frets at this point versus where I started. So I've graduated up to 2000 grit at this point. We'll move forward with pulling tape. Just a little shot of pulling the tape off of this guitar, and a little shot of the neck after doing the work. I still haven't cleaned any of this fretboard. That's what it looks like when you pull the tape off of the guitar. Pretty nice. The fretboard oiled and cleaned. This guitar, I purchased it from a gentleman who lived in Hood River, and the temperatures there get very cold. What'll happen if you allow a guitar to sit out and freeze, the nitrocellulose lacquer finish will crack. Fretboard's perfectly level right now. We'll hope that when I put some strings on here, the neck relief will be nice. And we're going with a set of Ernie Ball regular Stinkies today. I have the saddle set to about where I think I should have good string action here at the 12th fret. I'm going to start with putting the low and high E strings on this guitar and checking my string action here at the 12th fret. Oh wait, right here. Yes. We'll check that, see how the action is. We'll get those adjusted, put the rest of the strings on, and see how it goes. And I want to give a little shout out to my newfound friends at Philadelphia Luthier Tool and Supplies. Time to throw strings on here. Guitar's in tune everywhere. So come see me at LeGrand Stereo and Music. I'd be happy to do some work on your guitar for you. Thanks and peace.